Well, good morning. That's our new video intro. I didn't preview it. It's a little funky. It's a little shafty, like a '70s blaxploitation movie. We love TV's Blake Wally. We're gonna ask him to bring back our old theme music. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I usually am on Mondays and Wednesdays, but not for a while, by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how was your vacation? We got
fun.
quite a few
It
stories.
was long.
Yeah, it was a long vacation. But do you feel better, re-energized?
I do. I needed time away. I need to separate from everything. Soaked up some sun. You can't see it right now because of the lighting, but I'm actually copper tone now. And I had a wonderful time.
Copper tone, yeah. And there's guys, we all know what you're here to talk about. We're here to talk about it too, but there's a lot of things to catch up on with all you folks. And I guess before we get into the advertisements, the other stuff, I want to talk about the vacation. We met up for lunch on Wednesday, and literally as I was driving down, what was that, the 10th, as I was driving down to meet Jen for lunch, and Lori Bakemeyer and her husband. What's her husband's name again, Lori? I'm sorry. Cliff and Lori Bakemeyer, for lunch, along with Katie, Jen's daughter. Charlie Kirk was shot, and it was a very difficult day. It's been a difficult couple of weeks for the whole country, at least those that have souls. The ones that don't have souls, it's not a tough time for them. But that was that cast a downer on things, and it was a sad day, and we still have to just sort of push forward with life. I guess, there are people saying he's not gone, he's in witness protection. Guys, I don't subscribe to that. I'm pretty sure I saw a guy get shot in the neck, and he's gone. And I do have my friend, the mechanic, investigating, and it's now for him. It's a question of how do they do it and who really did it. Jen, are you getting anything? Do you want to talk about it, or should you not talk about it?
I'm not touching that right now.
Yeah,
too soon.
So, so we will maybe have some feedback on it later. But, it was a very tragic event for the country because he was a good man. And anybody celebrating the death of a good man deserves to go to hell and die. You go to hell and you die, as they say on South Park. You're evil people, and I don't want to share an earth with you. So why don't you leave? And, we met primetime gal Robin came out, to the Alien event, and we had I had a great time, spent a shit ton of money, but I had a great time at the Alien event, and went to the pool on Monday at the Palms afterwards with Apollo Asteria and Julia Kamen, a couple of the girls. It was loads of fun. And there was a little incident, was there not? Marina Sarah was there. I'm in there like watching Marina's presentation and recording some of it for social media. And I hear this screaming. And then I get a message from Jen, and it says, they're yelling at me. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. So I go in there, and there's this insane dickbag guy. His name is Randy Kramer. I've never fucking heard of him before in my life, but he was there speaking for some reason. Because, Dave Farman, we love you, Dave, but you do some dumb stuff sometimes. And when Jen got there, my table was full of stuff. I had some Marina stuff there. And I thought, well, there's an empty table that had just been sitting there. Nobody been using for 2 days. It's Saturday, right? And so I said, Jen, why don't we just set you up here? And then I went in and had to go, do my recording thing. And I come out, and this guy's screaming and yelling. And apparently he and Dave were yelling at Jen. Who are you? What are you doing here? And I'm like, I fucking told you she was my guest. I mean, you're on the guest list. Jeez, Louise.
I haven't printed out, badge on.
Badge and everything.
I wandered in off the street and decided, to just throw this banner up I had in my shopping
So all
cart.
of a sudden, I have this screaming lunatic in my face, like an inch away from my face. And all I'm sitting there is thinking is, okay, I think I can handle this guy. But even if I can't, my gun is 30 feet over there in my bag. And I can get to that, I know, for sure. And Jen, I don't know. Why don't you tell everybody what happened? It was a little wild.
Yeah, so you told me to set up. And so there was just one some kind of advertisement on the table, and Katie and I moved that. We set everything up, and then this shaky, PTSD guy comes in, and he's like, "What makes you think you can sit at my table? What are you doing? Who are you? Who told you you could be here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea this was your table. We'll move. That's fine. I'm so sorry. I'll move everything and put it back the way it was." "No, no, no. You stay right there. I'll handle this." And so he walks away, and we're like, "All right, so we're moving." So, like, Kate and I moved everything over to your table.
Yeah. Which we were able to make room for the three of us there. We should have just done that in the first place. But
yeah. There was no reason for this guy to react this way. I mean, total ego freak out. Okay, so we moved to the other table. He runs off. He goes and tells the coordinator, and I guess he threatened the guy. He told the guy he was going to beat him up if he didn't get me out of his table, which he didn't have to do because I already said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll leave."
Yeah.
So he comes back, or the coordinator guy comes back, starts yelling at me in front of the entire conference. Everything stops. I didn't flinch. I was just like, "Come here, I want to talk to you." So I took the little dude over, and I said, "Listen.
Little Iranian dude.
Mike Bara told me I could sit there. Mike and I have been promoting your event for free on our show for months. There are people coming here that are going to pay your fees today. And when you realize that, you're going to come back and you're going to apologize to me. Now I'm going to go sit over there and I'm going to do my thing." So then Mike comes out and was like, "What? Who's messing with Jen?" Okay. I was so proud of Mike. Okay. So proud because I'm talking to him, and the other guy, the PTSD guy, what was his name?
Randy Kramer. Yeah. If you ever see his name on any conference you're thinking about going to, don't go anywhere near it because he's
AKA Tripper. So this guy comes back and he's screaming like 4 inches away from Mike's face. Mike stared him down. Oh, no, the guy walks by and says, "What do you think you're doing, Mike Bara?" Obscenities. And then Mike basically says, "F you." And the guy's like 4 inches in front of his face. Mike didn't flinch. I was like, wow, this is going to get bad real fast. And like, totally embarrassing. Everything in the whole conference stops. The whole room staring at us. And Mike did not flinch, didn't move his eyes. The guy's screaming at him. And I thought I was going to have to kick him in the balls and drop the guy. But then Mike just took care of it right there. And I was so proud. I'm like,
yeah.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That was brave. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And then we went and did our own thing. Guy never came back. Oh, no. Then I left with the girls, some of the girls.
Yeah.
And we went outside, to de-stress. And I was just like, I don't know what just went on there, but I'm not running off and crying. Excuse me. I'm back in the allergy pine tree area. So I'm not running off and crying. I'm going to walk back into this place like I own the place, sit down and do my thing. And I don't give a crap what, Mr. PTSD Tripper over there with his shaky arms is saying. And so I come back in with the girls. And then pretty soon here comes Mike with the coordinator, whatever his name was, little like troll dude. And he's like, "Jen, I'd just really like to apologize to you for this." Absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. After that, we had the best time. Really did.
We did. I call the police. I'm like, this guy is dangerous because he not only threatened me, but of course didn't have the balls to actually start anything with me. And then he threatened some other guys over there to the left of us that were just like, "Can you fucking shut up? And you're ruining our business here, right?" He threatened them, and then I called the cops. Cops went and talked to him, and we never saw him again.
Oh yeah, totally made an ass out of himself.
Disappeared. So again. I have a concealed carry permit. I would prefer not to use it. I would prefer never to use it, but I also would prefer the police take care of what the police are supposed to do. And apparently they scared him off. So, yeah, that was.
But very proud of you with the big brother treatment there. That was cool.
Okay.
I was totally surprised. I thought you were going to be like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, just did badass, full on badass through that whole thing. I was so proud.
Yeah. Well, I certainly didn't want to get my, if he really is a Marine, like he says, I really didn't want to get my ass kicked in front of all my favorite women there. But I thought, well, I'm just going to stand up here and be a man. And that's what happens with cowards. When you stand up to them, they back down. And that's what he did. And I didn't budge.
You did good. You didn't throw blows. Like if my brother was there, that guy would have been on the ground.
Yeah.
But been around housed him. What is the pull all the karate moves on him?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Beat me up?
But you did really well. I mean, it was best thankful. Just to let him react.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and another thing too, I wanted to tell everybody about the whole thing is that Jen and I have never met in person before, but it was literally no different than this. It's just like it's that she's physically there and I can hug her. That's it. It's just like she's just exactly the person you see on the show. There's no fake stuff. Hang on a second, I gotta go. I had to go let my kitty out. I gotta go let my kitty out, and then I'll be right back. So just talk a little bit. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's like you can actually become friends with somebody on the internet because it's just like meeting them in real life. It really is.
Yeah, we had a good time. And Robin, Regina now has a niece. Katie calls Regina Aunt Regina now, and they totally love each other. We had the best time. So many people showed up. Susie Q showed up. She's absolutely amazing.
Susie is awesome. Joe Evans again, Joseph.
Joe Evans.
Joe. And by the way, the real super hot girls, Julia and Apollo, loved you, Joe Evans. They loved you. On Monday when we were at the Palms pool, they were raving about what a great guy you were. And so, just so you know, Joe, you got some fans that are there. Like, is he really a rocket scientist? And I said, yeah, and he's rich on top of that, girls. So anyway, I don't know if Joe's rich. He's pretty well off. So it was.
Yeah, Joe is the social butterfly.
Hey, boy, you know what? It's better than being a fag like you. So bye-bye. See ya. Trolls. God, trolls. You're all jealous. You're jealous. I get to hang out with Jen. I get to hang out with all these beautiful women, have a great time, be on stage, and you don't, and you never will. So
yeah, and Mike was like the most entertaining person there. The most the smartest, the most informed. He ran the panel and did a really good job. And I was watching with me. All the girls were sitting over there watching. And yeah, best one there.
All right. That's good. It was fun. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know I am off to Nashville next. Where is it? Nashville. On Saturday, I will be there. I'm leaving on Friday. Alien Fest Nashville. It's going to be rock and roll. It's going to be aliens. It's going to be zombies. There's going to be some cast members from The Walking Dead there. I'm going to be there. Tom Reed's going to be there. And you can get tickets. There's a link. I put it in the chat to get tickets if you're in the Nashville area. And you can meet TV's Blake Wally as well. So it's going to be just a great little event in Nashville on Saturday. Everybody come out and visit. All right, Jen, let's get through well, we're caught up. Let's get through our stuff here and get on to the news and the RV stuff that everybody's in here for. Don't forget, you can always pick up a show if you miss it on mikebara.blogspot.com, where you can get all kinds of awesome information. You can get our shows today. You can pick up lectures I've done, like at the New Living Expo. This is Monday's Toxically Masculine Tuesday show that we did all about the Charlie Kirk incident. Stuff I've done about UFO sightings, interviews with people in the UFO community. It is a cool space. And that takes you directly to the Rumble channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble, where you can pick up lots of shows and cool stuff. You can also subscribe for a mere $5 a month. Hit the little red button in the lower right-hand corner and hit subscribe for $5 a month. You can support the show. And until the RV happens, we unfortunately still need that. What, Jen, am I stroking out here? I can't seem to get my words out. And then, You also got the Rumble Rant button, the little green $ button right there. Click on that. You can Rumble Rant in any amount. And the advantage of doing those things, being a subscriber or Rumble Ranting or super chatting on YouTube, is that your questions go to the top of the pile when it comes to question and answer time with the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, the lovely Jennifer Falah. So that's an advantage there. Okay. And then getting some weird stuff. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at thecbdgurus.com. Matt and Lucas do a wonderful job putting out products for your health. Hit the Mike B, hit the wholesale tab, hit the Mike B wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, pick up this week's specials. Every order over $100 receives 10 million Bolivar. How generous is Matt for doing that? You can also type in the Mark 10 discount, or you can pick up some of the other specials. And you've got Delta 8 gummies on sale this week at the wholesale price. You've got the Miracle Gold full spectrum oils, the sleep gummies, which are great for sleep. I actually slept for 8 hours last night, Jen. I was really tired, but I caught up on some sleep. I feel great today. The Lotion 2000, which is wonderful stuff for your skin, keeps me looking young and supple. The cbdgurus.com for all that stuff. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of cool mushroom-based supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, your big dogs, and for yourself. There's a couple new products out, the new Body Balm Plus skin rejuvenation products. They were just introduced at the annual meeting in Vegas here a couple weeks ago. Also helps with circulation, Kristen, if you're watching. And then, of course, I've got Barkley on the Mush Puppies and the Mojos. He's doing great. I've got him on the special sauce. These are treats with infused with the mushrooms to help everything, all the dog's basic bodily functions. I've got my kitties on the Sequoia Premium Turkey Entree for Cats, and I mixed that with the special sauce. And the kitties are loving it. They're eating it up, and I think they're all doing really, really good. Also, Chill Doggies is wonderful if your dog has separation anxiety. Mush Ponies are terrific for large dogs, horses, donkeys, and of course, you've got the Inforce line of products for humans, mushroom-based supplements for humans. These have done amazing things. There are all kinds of amazing success stories of people taking this stuff, the Inforce Plus, the Inforce Clarity, the Inforce Restore for different aspects of your body. And they got everything. They got coffees, they got chocolates, they got starter packs. Get on over there to MikeBaraPets.com. If you have any questions about your pets or yourself, your health, send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Link in the description to all this stuff. They are amazing people. Diana is a certified pet nutritionist, and she'll get your dog, your kitty, or your loved one on an excellent program for your health. Also, one last sponsor, the folks over at LifeWave, who put out the amazing X39, X49, SP6 patches for human health. These things are amazing. And by the way, if you wear them for 12 hours, you're supposed to wear them for 12 hours and then drop them off. You can take them off and put them next to your doggy or your kitty, and it'll get a residual effect, helping your pets as well, based on the science of phototherapy, where basically all they do is reflect back your body's own excess infrared energy onto your body. It's a woven crystal patch. It's really fascinating stuff. Different crystals have different frequencies. They bounce back different types of energies. It stimulates stem cell production in the body and creates lots of healing, lots of holistic remedies for your body. The X39 and X49 are great together to increase your overall health, but there's also the Aeon patch, glutathione, carnosine, Ice Wave for pain. I used that on my toothache when I couldn't even sleep, and it went away in 5 minutes. That was amazing. I've never used the Energy Enhancer or the Silent Nights, but those are supposed to be great. I use the SP6, again, for hormone balancing, for anyone who's maybe a little bit in menopause or anything like that. Hormonal imbalances and migraines. My migraines, I did have one the other day, Whiskey and Wisdom a week ago, but that's only my fourth one in 4 months since I've been taking SP6. I used to get them once or twice a week. So way, way reduced. My blood work was amazing. These are awesome, awesome stuff. And I've got a bunch of people that are using them, all kinds of success stories with the LifeWave patches. All right, Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFalar.com right now?
Okay, if you'd like a healing with me, or if you'd like to reach Marcy Haller, Susan Gratz, or get my classes to learn how to do what I do for psychic development, interdimensional meditation, you can go to JenniferFalar.com today. and purchase that, please email everyone that you purchase from, me and the other girls, after purchase at jenniferfalaw.com.
There's
Over
our
at
friend.
Falas, yes,
Sorry, I was
Susan
gonna say,
Gratz.
Susan's going into surgery in a couple weeks, so send her some love too to
Good.
help her through that.
Yes, we all will. At philosophy.com right now, we have a sale. All half-hour readings are on sale for $79. That is a big sale.
That's a good sale.
You can book ahead. It'll allow you to book yourself. So if you'd like to do one now this month and one next month, you can do that. So that will be on sale till the end of September. So get in there. Get it now. And that's what's going on. Philosophy.com.
At philosophy.com. There was one other thing that I was going to. Oh, yeah. All right. So, people call me names. They call me a fraud. I'm the least fraud dude out there. I just tell you exactly what I think at all times, and I'm usually right. Jen, also, they call Jen names. They say Jen's a fraud. Okay, well, let me just tell you something. There's a friend of ours, friend of the show, somebody I've known for 15 years, wife of my best friend who's passed away, one of my best friends. And Jen told her on this show about a month ago, back in August, she said, when am I going to meet my new soulmate? And Jen said, September. Well, guess what? She came to the alien event and she met a guy and they've totally hit it off. So once again, Jen, you fucking nailed it. Okay, so good for Jen. Don't ever doubt Jen. Don't ever doubt her. Don't ever doubt her. All right, time for a little bit of a news update. All right, can I make me bigger and you smaller? No. There we go. All right, news update. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of news. Actually, let me check one more source before I go. Yeah, all right. There's a lot of stuff that you're already reading. You're reading stuff about Trump meeting the president of Iraq yesterday when he was in New York, for the day before for the UN speech. You're looking at the UN speech stuff. Everybody's waiting. The HCL law might be done. The only thing that's really significant, I think, out of all this news that you're hearing is that Kurdistan has basically said, we're going to sell our own oil separately. We're not waiting for Iraq anymore. Now, that is significant in that it might push Iraq to do what they are supposed to do, which is to announce the revalued rate of the Iraqi dinar. That's literally all we're waiting for. There's no HCL law stuff. There's no financial stuff that needs to be done. Everything is ready at every level. Even TNT Tony told you the banks have been given permission. If the banks wanted to, they could call you up if you were a customer and they knew you had dinar, and they could bring you in and exchange you right now. They've been given permission to do that. The only thing we are not seeing is the public rate. My understanding, there's no more paperwork to sign. There's no more agreements to be made. England surrendered, all this other stuff. We hear all this stuff. None of that is holding this up. We don't know what's holding it up. It's probably geopolitical, or it could just be somebody being a jerk and holding it up. Kerry has said, Donald Trump has been told, if you don't get it done this week, if you're holding it up, if you don't get it done this week, you're going to be out. And I've heard that that's a distinct possibility, that there may be something going on with that. I don't know. All I know is that everything is done. Everything has been ready. The Kurds are now basically saying, if you don't go public, and they need the new rate, because of the new rate, the Kurds are going to get a lot more money for their oil, right? So they're pushing, everybody's pushing. And I do know on the bond side, I have 2 reports from other gurus who know bond people who are, how can I put this, very happy at this time. They have a schedule and they're very happy. One of the guys I know who's involved with bonds is gone silent. He's under an NDA. He can't speak. So that indicates things are imminent. And what I hear from all sources is that the target is now Friday. I wish the target was today. I wish it was tonight overnight. I wish it was not a couple more days out, but my understanding is that it is set for Friday. And that's really all I have. And it's all rumor. I will just tell you this. The information I have is more, it's more gossip and speculation than it was 2 weeks ago. But I do know that everything that I was told 2 weeks ago has been done. So my understanding is we're ready to go. Nothing should stop this. Nothing can stop this. Why have we not gone? Let's just go and get this done. And that's really all I have for a news report, Jen. There's not a lot other than that. You got any Gentel?
I do.
Let's see what the angels have to say about this.
Okay. Hello. Good morning. It's nice to be back. This is Gentel for 9/24/25 interdimensional meditation. 6th level of heaven. I met with Jesus and the Archangel team. The dress was blue, which signifies peace, be at peace. Now, this news is not necessarily something that you want to hear, but it's going to give you some answers as to why there has been delays. I don't know about the time period on this. Is approximate. Okay. RV News. I asked, what is happening with the RV? Because I have no idea. I've been gone for 2.5 weeks. Michael said, it's stalled. I'm like, well, apparently. I asked why. And he said, because of arrests of high-profile diplomats and international high-profile players who made threats to retaliate. Interesting, considering what happened while I was gone. Hit lists and hired assassins. Serious. This is serious. So I said, when can we expect to resume with forward movement? He said, there are operations underway. Time will tell. Best estimate right now is anywhere from 7 to 10 days. These were serious threats. He said the RV will proceed. But they did call for a full stop internationally with this while they take care of what's going on. So what basically happened here is we were right there. Everybody knew it. Everything was ready. Everybody's right. All your gurus, what they're telling you is basically right. Okay. And everybody's estimating, okay, there's nothing else to do. We should be doing this now. Well, we had a big problem. Whole bunch of assassins and hit lists went out. I'm not going to elaborate on what I think about how that connects with what happened while I was gone.
I will.
Okay. But it's interesting. And they are arresting people. They are getting people. And when we have that under control, we'll proceed. Coming in the news. Now, I'm a little off my game this morning. So this is just bits and pieces of things that, and we do this section so that we have some kind of confirmation on the other part and see how on I was for the meditation. Okay. First bullet point. I heard Michael spoke in the first part. He spoke also, and then the team was showing me things in the meditation. So the first bullet point is 11 floors. 11 floors. Now, this is a little bit cryptic here, so I don't know if that's for my own protection, but look for something in the news coming about a building with 11 floors or the 11th floor or something like that. Then I saw a very big, deep lake, and I'm looking at the bottom of the lake, and something is found. Next one, I saw orange trees, and I was trying to get more information on that, and all I got, so I'm looking at an orange tree, close up, and all I got from that was trade. So there could be some kind of deal coming with that, or something in the news with that. Next one, resistance forming in the USA. Next one, the left is trying to start the Civil War again. So be very careful what bandwagon you jump on. Okay. What happened while I was gone? that could have been an attempt to do that. Lightning storms. There's lightning storms coming. And then I saw, and I couldn't get anything more on this, but sea tunnels. I'm down at the bottom of the ocean. Something about sea tunnels and something coming in the news about that, either found or talked about. And then in the news, there's going to be a lot of talk about inflation, rebellion, and the price of corn, random, and talks about that. So I think that Trump and everybody's going to start talking, just kind of like act like nothing's happening. Talk about corn and oranges or whatever, and try to like smooth everything over so we could get this going. Okay, like, oh yeah, we're not going to RV, and like something like that. But clearly, there's some kind of situation going on, and we need to handle that. It's a big enough threat that they said, hold it off. Let us take care of this, and then we'll proceed. And I know that's not what you want to hear, like it's happening today or tomorrow, but that's what I got. I just have to tell you what I get. And that's Gentel for today.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I should go where you don't want to go. Obviously, the murder of Charlie Kirk was part of the scenario you're laying out, I think. It was an attempt to put a stop to this, to create a crisis. America responded to that crisis with love, not with a civil war, which I think is a positive thing. Believe me, I understand. I want to go to war too. I'm tired of sharing a country with these people shitbags like Jimmy Kimmel. I just want to make an island for them somewhere and move them all out of the country and never deal with them again. And those of us that share the same truly American values go forward without them. That's what I want. People are ready to fight. I do know the Civil War is something that the deep state, the left, wants to stir up because they want to stop the RV, because the RV is the end of their dominion on Earth. It's the beginning of the end. And once we have the RV, their dominion on Earth is over. It's simply a matter of time, how long it takes to eradicate them from this planet. That's all it is. So
it's the beginning of Nasara Jasara, and you take their money, you take their power, and that's what they don't want. And they're going to pull out everything from their bag of tricks to try and stop that. And the dark side cannot create anything new, so they'll keep retrying old scenarios. But if we have a big enough threat, we don't know who's on those lists, so it's got to be handled.
So I believe that. I believe you can handle most of that and still hit what I'm being told about Friday. We'll wait and see.
Possible.
It's possible that they could clear things up enough to push through, because
now, best estimate 7 to 10th. I assume he meant days.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a date. I don't know when that begins. So let's just let everybody do their job and take care of this. We don't need anybody else getting hurt who is very important
to this event,
or massive amounts of people. We just don't know.
Yeah. And the thing is too, guys, I think Charlie Kirk was eventually going to be president of the United States someday. I think he was going to be, Donald Trump, bad cop. Charlie Kirk was going to be good cop. I don't know if it was going to be in 4 years or 8 years or another 12 years, but I believe that they basically took out the crown prince is what they did in that event. And now we have to find the new replacement for him, yet we will go forward. That's what I believe that was about. That's just my gut instinct. I don't know. But I think he had the temperament to lead our country in a better future. So, we are witnessing a war, and we should not fool yourself. I think that to buy into this white hats are in control thing. They're not. They're winning. We're winning, but we're not in control. Not 100%. This is not just a movie. I think this is real. So be cautious.
Yeah. Like I've always said, you never know who's hiding in the bushes. I mean,
Yeah.
You really don't know until you eat them out. And
yeah.
If this is an ongoing war, I mean, we never know when the war is going to end. And, we try the best to predict when that's going to happen. But when something like this happens, and then we see something that happened when we were gone.
Well, I mean, I view the RV as the equivalent of the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. There's the decisive blow that's so powerful that the enemy can't come back from that ever. So that's why they're trying so desperately to stop it with as much chaos as they can. And yeah, be cautious, be careful, be smart, and don't. I guess, Jen, do kind of what happened at the alien event a week ago. When they try to provoke you, don't be provoked. Just stand there. Don't be provoked. Don't start the fight. Defend yourself, but be a Jedi. Be a Jedi. Use the Force for knowledge and defense.
Well, you did tell him to F himself, and then he came over. But it's fine.
It's true.
He started it.
But he did start it. Okay, other things in the news. The Civil War, obviously very important. The 11 floors. I gotta hit. Now I don't. My 9/11 stance is really clear. If you fly two 400,000-pound airplanes into buildings at 500 miles an hour, you're going to cause so much damage and destruction, they're going to come down. But I thought my flash, when you said 11 floors, and there's people, they were all wired for bombs, and they used bombs to bring it down. And I know you kind of lean towards that. I don't. I don't think that's true. But what if they were able to put charges in like 11 floors at a certain point? And maybe that's what you're getting. Maybe some evidence is going to come out that, there actually was some bombs placed in some of the buildings.
That's interesting because of the threats, and then that's coming in the news.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do to stop this last time?
Yeah. 9/11. Yeah.
We can't let that happen again.
To stop this and other things, but yeah. So that may be a revelation. That's just my wild speculation.
I mean, if we get serious threats that are going to do something like that and hurt the public or take out very important players, we got to handle it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have about 2,500 of you guys, 2,700 of you guys in the live stream. We thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Just a reminder that your questions for Jen need to include your real name and the name of the person or pet or entity that you are asking about. That's very important. If you do know the name, we need your authentic name. That helps Jen connect and give you the information that you're seeking. Also, please remember that those who super chat on the YouTube side of the house or Rumble Rant or subscribe on the Rumble side of the house, your questions go first. So the more of those you have, the more likely you are to get your question answered. All right, Jen, why don't we go to the questions, and we'll start with some of the super chats over here on the YouTube side of the house. MSN Nursing for 1999. Thank you. Hey guys, 2 questions. My daughter Jeanette Theta had a major stroke a few years ago. Will she be will she be able to use a med bed? And my second question is, will I be moving to Florida? My name is Marcy. So Marcy wants to know if her daughter Jeanette, who had a stroke, will be able to use a med bed. Will she get to it? And will she be moving to Florida?
Med bed, yes. Florida, not for a while.
Okay.
But yes, maybe about a year and a half.
And guys, I would suggest on med beds, everybody's going to get access to them. Everybody. Don't ask if, ask when. That's really what you want to know. And that timeline keeps shifting because the RV keeps shifting, and the RV, I think, needs to pay for the med beds. But, it's all coming. It's all coming. So, Lori Yoder for 15. Thank you, Lori. Jen, separate from the RV, will I move jobs soon? And what field should I be looking in?
It's kind of just like a sidestep. Yeah, I think it's in the same field. it really, what your experience, you use your experience with this job. It's a little bit more money. It's about a month and a half, 2 months away, should you need that.
Okay. Dr. Vicky C with a $5 super sticker and a $2 super chat. We need to pray and fast. I agree. I think after what happened with Charlie this last 2 weeks, that's probably more important than it's ever been. And
I mean, I don't want to say, I felt like that was a warning shot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Jen, I was telling you last night I had a bad dream about Barkley. Something happening to Barkley, and I got up and he was sitting outside my bedroom door guarding me, and we talked off the show about that. I don't ever do anything to protect me in my dream state. I don't do any special prayers or anything, but we talked about that, and I thought we should share it with the audience. Your advice to me, which applies to everybody.
Well, the reason we pray before we go to sleep, well, just be grateful for the day, but we also want to ask for protection. Okay, you always want to be saying your prayers before you go to sleep, because you're about to go into the dream state, which is common ground. Okay, it's a created reality that you create to step into, and any bad guys looming around, shadow figures, they can step into that, and they will get into your head, and they will use your worst fears and create this in your dream. So that's called a psychic attack. Okay, so what I do after I say my prayers, of course I pray for everybody and ask for protection and angels and all that, but you can actually ask Archangel Michael. I ask Archangel Michael and Gabriel to be with me in my dreams and follow me wherever I go and keep evil away from me, help me have sweet dreams, and I rarely have any nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely. When I do, it's just something emotional. So especially right now, the veil is thin. There's all kinds of things running around that you don't see. Okay, it's a very good time to get a house cleanse or mediumship reading. It's really easy to connect, to talk to loved ones who've passed away. But you want to say your prayers before you go to sleep. Yeah. And ask for that protection. And anytime that you feel vulnerable, ask for that protection.
I got an empty wall by the side of my bed. I should just put the Jesus picture up there and just to remind me every night to talk to him before I go to bed and talk to everybody.
Everybody should. Otherwise, you're just walking into the ghetto.
Yeah.
With no weapons, like naked. So, let's ask for protection. Let's say our prayers. And,
yeah.
If you're worried that Archangel Gabriel or Michael aren't going to know you, aren't going to step into your reality, if you'd like to ask, I ask Jesus, will you be with me every moment of every day, please? And he can. Why? Because we all have personal realities. Okay? And this is how they can be with everybody at once. Okay? So you ask them to step into your personal reality. Nothing divine is force. They're not going to inflict their will upon another. But if you ask them to come, will you come and be with me and guide me through my life, Jesus? Or Michael, Gabriel, be with me all the time. Will you be with me in my dreams? They can, because you have a created reality that they can step into and exist there too.
Yeah. Yes, Vicky, another $2. Thank you for that. And yeah, I think that's important. And by the way, it wasn't a nightmare. It upset me a little bit, but it was a psychic attack. And even in the dream, I knew it was a psychic attack. So, eat shit. So, okay. Susie Q, it was great to meet you this last week. Hello, Mike and Jen from Santa Barbara. Yes, I'm still driving. Gentel confirm I did have a delay leaving Austin. Wonderful meeting you both. Thanks for the healing, Jen.
Oh, all, so wonderful meeting you. You're just such a wonderful lady. We had such a good time.
Yeah, we did. And we love our Regina also. We love her very, very much. All right, let's slip over to the Rumble side of the house. I'm going to pop out the chat and I'm going to share that. And we'll go to the Rumble side, share screen, chat. Okay, there we go. Oh, I should take that off there. Okay, let's pop up to the Rumble chat and get everything in there that we can get. All right. Nikki for $5 Rumble Rant says, will I get the job at Blue Sonil? And
Yes.
if so, okay, you will get it. And when will I know that I got it?
2 to 3 days.
Okay, good. Megan Angus, $5 subscriber, says, hi, Jen and Mike. Question for you. Do you see me leaving my current job soon, and approximately when?
November.
Good for you, November. All right. Angel B for $5 on the Rumble Rant. This is Elaine R in Coeur d'Alene. My daughter Tracy Z is not awake and reached out to Facebook saying she is in a dark place, etc., wanting prayers, and then she turned off her phone. Can you see if Tracy Z is okay?
She's okay. She's resting.
Melanie wants to know if her husband John is in some trouble with the law. She's concerned he's going to be arrested.
Her husband?
Yes. I think they're in the process of divorcing, but yes.
I do think he might be in some trouble. Gabriel's saying it's no concern to you. As far as you getting in trouble, he has some things he needs to take care of. So I don't think it's probably as severe as you think it is.
Okay. Nikki for $5 Rumble Rant says, so you know who finally reached out, however, he is reserved. I assume Nikki's been talking to you about a gentleman she's interested in or something. Is fear holding him back? What is his current headspace towards me? He seems scared. Jen, can you connect with this? Do you remember who Nikki's talking about?
No, but Gabriel will. He's testing the waters. He's not exactly sure what he's going to do. He's kind of like making a plan. He wanted to see how you would react. You know, I hear this too often. Men, listen. Just do it. I mean, the longer you wait, the more pissed off we are. Okay, the more resentments that we build up. Just frickin' take the leap and do it. Frustrating as hell.
Yeah. All right. Kelly, a $5 a month subscriber, says, my daughter Sarah, my name is Kelly. My daughter is Sarah. When will my grandson Sullivan be here? When will Sullivan arrive?
When will he arrive?
I guess she's preggers. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. Who's the mom?
The mom is Kelly.
And
her daughter is Sarah. Sarah's the mom of the baby Sullivan. Sorry. Had to screw it up there.
I'm getting 3 to 4. So I don't know if that is months or weeks.
Okay. But 3 to 4.
Or days. But I don't really know.
Mary would like to know what you see her doing for money until her RV appointment. She's in a tight spot.
Selling things.
Okay. Marcia Carr is in the hospital being treated for a UTI. I'm sorry about that. It sucks. She has lots of calcium deposits in her heart. Wants to know if she'll be okay. And when will she meet up again with Jerry? Will it be this year? She needs a break.
Going to get out of the hospital. They're going to give you medications. You're going to be fine. They've got, of course, they want you to follow a diet plan and do certain things. Jerry, it's going to be about a month and a half.
6 weeks, not very long. Okay, Patriot Dental Hygienist, a $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, can you send healing to my mom who had a stroke that's affected her ability to swallow? This is Missy Euler, and she is Glenda Smith in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And when will she get in a med bed? So Missy would like to know if you can send some healing to her mom, Glenda Smith in Arkansas, and if you see when she'll get a med bed.
Medbed's late November as of now, and everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
Please email me at jmfalaw@gmail.com. You can find my email at jenniferfalaw.com, and I'll get her on my free healing list. A stroke, we want to do repeated healings.
Yeah. Okay, and thanks for the $10 on the Rumble Rant, dental hygienist. Robin says, Jen, I felt we handle our rude gambler lady very well. I remember Jen telling me that story. We make a good team, and I'm jazzed you got to collect those jackpots. What, you had jackpots and you didn't tell me you made jackpots, Jen?
Not so much in Vegas, I had a little bit, but I won better in at Sequat in San Diego. I won everything back.
All right. Sean, for a $5 a month subscriber, or $5 a month, $5 Rumble Rant. Sean would like to know, do you see him getting a condo in the northeast or north loop of Minneapolis?
North loop.
Okay, Steel Girl wants to know if English political activist Katie Hopkins was really arrested for her online communications and the crime of speech.
Arrested and let go.
Katie Hopkins is an awesome person. A fighter for freedom in England, along with people like Tommy Robinson and Conor McGregor. Good for them.
So she was arrested and people showed up, which are like good guys. And then I see her talking and laughing with them. And I think she was let go.
Yeah. They're just trying to threaten and intimidate anyone speaking freely in England right now. Red, White, Blonde for $10 says, Jen, our baby girl Trinity is scheduled to go back to her bio mom in 2 weeks. Does she go back, or do you still see us eventually adopting her? I've done everything I can. Love you guys. I don't know who the mom's name is. She didn't give it to me. But
she goes back temporarily.
Okay. Okay. I'll let the truth be known. Says your hair is gorgeous, Jen. I believe she's referring to you, not me. $2 Rumble Rant. Rick and Liz said, Jen, about a year ago, you stated we'd be moving in November. Do you still see that timeline for us? Rick and Liz.
It is pushed a little bit as of now.
Okay. Rosemarie wants to know if she will pass her apartment inspection on Friday, and will she keep her rental bond assistance?
I don't like these landlords. They're going to try to pull something. You're going to pass the inspection. But they're talking about the rug, the carpet, or they're talking about something. What they want to charge you for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes okay.
Okay. Iridescent. I don't know your name. Haven't been able to land a job. Was even passed up for entry-level job. What do you see in the next couple months for income?
Name again?
I don't know. They didn't give it to me. I'm just trying. Iridescent 7. Maybe you know them. $10
okay.
Rumble Rant. Thank you. Just see if we can get anything.
There's another one coming in about 2.5 weeks if you need it.
Good.
Something you applied for before is going to contact you.
Good. Okay, Carissa for $5. I'm pivoting the direction for both my consulting and Busy Bee company. Will I be successful in accomplishing my goals with the pivoting? And will I be happy?
Yes, yes, and yes. Chris, I saw your text. I was just too busy getting home. I'm sorry I didn't respond to you. I still love you.
And yes, I literally did just try to drink out of a plastic cup with a straw in it and stab myself in the nose with the straw. I did.
Well, that's my favorite trick.
You did just see that. Yeah.
Carissa, please post your website. Everybody go to Busy Bee and let's get some products from Carissa.
Susan, Susan Gretz is here.
Lip balm ever.
Okay. Susan Gretz is here and says she missed you, Jen. So.
Oh, I missed you too, Susan.
Lucy, hi Jen, for $5. Does my friend Dominic like me more than just a friend? Should I consider a relationship with him? I don't want to ruin the friendship, and I'm getting mixed signals all around. All right, let me step in here for a second. Jen's going to answer that question. But men are not friends with women they don't want to boff. I'm just going to tell you that right now, Lucy. Just so you know.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, shit. We're friends.
No, stop it. That doesn't count. We're siblings or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Stop it. What was the question?
Does Dominic view her as more than just a friend? Does Dominic view Lucy as more than just a friend?
Yeah, but he's got some things he's hiding from you. I don't know if it's addictions or there's some reason like he could pull it off for a while, but if it got to a place where you were there every day, he can't have that.
Yeah. So proceed with caution. Michelle E. Okay, Michelle. I have 2 jobs at the moment. My second job was sold, and I start with the new owners on Monday. Will I need to have this second job?
No.
Okay. Iridescence back again. Still don't have your name, bro. We'll try it. I have parathyroid surgery soon, as 2 of the 4 are misbehaving. Caused a kidney stone. Is there any guidance on surgery or recovery? And I just don't have a name.
Surgery will go well. It's needed. There may be a second procedure to do after that. I cannot tell you what to do with your body, but I do think that you're on the right track with this.
Okay.
And for the person who was asking about the second job, do what you have to do to survive. Okay, I'm never going to tell you not to take a job, not to do anything like that. But as of now, I don't think you will actually get it or need it.
Good. Wally, who is a $5 a month subscriber, wants to know if his bankruptcy is going to be over soon.
Hi, Wally. Kiss everybody for me. Bankruptcy, mid-month. We're looking at October.
Okay. Carol for $10. Carol A in Arizona. After the RV, will I purchase the property I'm looking at in Kingman, Arizona or Reno?
Kingman. Reno's a no.
Okay. 2Dog Gal, $20. No rant. Just glad you're both back. Be blessed and hug. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
I just saw rattlesnakes, so be careful of that on the property.
Okay.
For Kingman.
Okay.
And thank you to the person.
2Dog Gal, whoever you are, 2Dog Gal.
Yeah.
Christina says, Jen, I've been having issues with low energy and always extremely sleepy lately, despite the supplements I'm taking. Can you please see what's going on here? Do you have a CPAP machine, Christina? Because
it's exactly what I was going to say. Because you're not getting enough air, and when you're sleeping.
Yeah. So go get a sleep test. Go get a CPAP machine. Most insurances cover them. They do make a difference. Janelle says, why was there a person looking for me yesterday at my home, and will my family be okay?
I just keep hearing you have a stalker.
Wow.
Look. Don't panic. You need to find out who that is.
Wow.
I would install something
like a Ring doorbell or something. Yeah.
So you can get a visual.
Yeah.
You have stalker.
Amber for $15. Thank you, Amber. Hey guys, glad you're back. Jen, do you and the Angels think I will be able to buy the home on 116th Circle still, or do you see me getting something else now? It's still for sale, thankfully.
It'll still be available.
Okay. Mary with a Gentel confirm. I asked about my daughter Lacey finding a job after graduation. You said it would be 1.5 months. She got 2 offers yesterday. Prediction was dead on. Gentel confirm.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yellow Frog, Althea. Okay, $5 Rumble Rat. Question is, will Althea and Johnny Everett live at 31702 River Pines Drive in Springfield, Louisiana? And will my big project be funded in 3 parts?
One question, please. Yes, on the first one. Funded in 3 parts. Your project will be funded in stages.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sarah Mercedes says she's being flown to an event in California in October. Do you see everything going okay?
You land okay? Something going on with the arrangements where you're staying. Make sure you read fine print. Make sure everything, there's something you overlooked. So be aware of that. And you get home okay.
Good. Hey, Jen, that reminds me, I'm traveling to Nashville this weekend. How do you see the trip going? Will there be any delays or frustrations in travel to Nashville on Friday and back from Nashville on Sunday?
You're frustrated about something at the airport. It has to do with the price of something. So I don't really, I don't know if they're going to charge you more for carry-on or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on at the airport.
Something frustrates me at the
airport. Get there on time, I think. I think you get home in the evening.
Yeah. So that's the plan on Sunday. Hi, Jen. Constance here for $5. My Uncle Charles passed 3 weeks ago. Very sorry to hear that. Right. And forgot to change his policy over to me like he said. I paid for his funeral and I'm in debt bad. Will I get his bank funds? And if so, when?
This is a problem. This is a problem.
Yeah. Pamela for $10. Do you see if I will be getting a new car soon, specifically the make and model I want? Thanks and glad you had a fun and safe vacation.
I think what you need to get the funds in the bank, somebody else's hands are in it. There's some kind of, I don't know if it goes to probate or what, but like, you can ask me that question again in a second, but I think there's something that you can get with the death certificate. Okay. What was the other question?
Will she get the make and model of car that she wants? Pamela.
There's a sudden change, like a last minute, you change your mind and get something else.
Okay. Ooh, 11, baby. I without your name, hon, I don't know if I can make a connection here. Let me see. I don't see your name further down.
And I've got 5 minutes.
Okay. Does her daughter Shauna have anything to say with me for me? No.
Sorry, what? Does who have anything to say to me?
Shauna, SHAWNA, have anything to say to her mom?
Who passed? I'm listening.
I'm listening. Okay.
So she just wants you to know. She just comes in quickly. I know. She knows what's going on. She knows how you feel. She's listening to you.
Kathy for $10 says, state lost our taxes 4 years ago, and even after sending documentation, they are penalizing and saying we have 10 days to pay. Is this something I should be concerned about?
I do think there's something that you can do to delay that if you contact them and take care of it. But if you don't, yeah, it could be a problem.
Okay. All right. Gonna stop that. Chris Pagan for $2. Will we get to and from an event safely on 10-4?
Oh, yeah, you're really protected.
It's 11-11, by the way.
You're really divinely protected.
Daniel Brown for $2. What city is my new job in?
Oh, stab in the dark.
You can give them a region or a state too.
Houston.
Houston.
Let's see if that's right.
Tracy Wright, will I find a job in Texas, and when will I move there?
Or it could have been for her. The next one up. Oh yeah, Tracy, you're a gem to employers. That you're not going to have a problem. Moving there takes a while. I do think that you might go there and then you go back and forth for a while, and then until you find a place that you really want.
Okay. Allison, is Zim in the first basket? Yes.
Absolutely. I just heard Gabriel say.
Yes. Daniel again for $5. Will my fiance Lakita and I? What will we do to raise extra money for our wedding? Geez, I don't know. Got a suggestion on that, Jen?
Well, the RV could help, but aside from that, side jobs. I just see you tucking a little bit here away.
Try Ubering, dude. Earn some extra money for that wedding.
Yes, Robin. Our appointment today is at noon.
Sherry Hill wants to know when she will meet her soulmate.
Comes in as a friend, unless it's a friend that you already know. I feel like he's been in your orbit for a while. You just didn't realize it, or he comes back in.
Jen Chandler would like to know, will her daughter Addison and she move to Florida next year for her to go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. Misunderstood says, Jen, I'm worried about my brother Marco. I'd like to know the outcome of his case. Will the judge see he's being set up and let him out of his false arrest? When do you see him getting out? Her name is Arlene. So Arlene wants to know about her brother Marco's case.
That's not a quick answer. There are things here that he is guilty of. I don't think it's as severe. I mean, I think they just said, oh, we're going to throw the book at you, and this is what could happen to you. I do think that he gets some kind of reduced sentence. There's not much evidence to prove them wrong. That's the problem.
Okay, we got time for one more question. Jen has to go. My daughter, this is Amber, says my daughter Talisa, Talesa, failed her written driver's exam and she has been so scared to retake it. Do you see her passing it next time?
Yeah.
Okay. So
change the study.
All right. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm also humble. Guys, thank you for being here. That's the information we have. Jen is getting 7 to 10 days. I'm hearing Friday. Let's hope for once I'm right and Jen's wrong. But, we're in a window. You keep your eye on the news. Be safe. Be careful out there, especially in large gatherings. The bad guys are going to try some stuff. Jen, anything else you'd like to add before we get out of here? All right.
Say your prayers. Pray for the country. Pray for the RV.
Yeah.
Pray it in.
It's right.
And I'd like to say hi to Steph, if you're watching, Steph. I had a lovely time with my lifelong best friend in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
You and I'm moving back.
Yeah. Did you guys drink a lot? Because you were drinking when I talked to you on Saturday.
We may have had a few. We may have had a few. I don't
Thursday
really
or
about it. But, yeah. Might drank a lot.
Yeah. You guys, you drank a lot.
Well,
it was a good vacation.
I mean, Stephanie and I drink a lot.
In fact, Jen is banned from the Palms, so she could not have come to the Palms pool. She could not have come to the Palms pool with the other ladies, even if she wanted to. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Sorry we couldn't get to all your questions, but there's just too many. Love you. Hang in there. I'll be back on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight with the original Mark Z. And then I'm off to Nashville this weekend, but I do plan on being here next Monday morning with Jen. I would like to be here. I would like to not be here. I would like the RV to have happened over the weekend. And I'm sure Jen would never be happier to be wrong than if that's the case and stuff. But right now we're going to plan for Monday and Wednesday of next week. And then we should be right in the meaty part of that 7 to 10 day window. So keep your eyes open, be sharp, be safe, pray to Jesus for protection, pray to the archangels, hit it, and we'll see what happens.
Bye.